the topic of the green-eyed monster. Yes, jealousy. Jealousy is a very common human reaction. You're moving through the world and you're not satisfied with where you are in life, and you're looking over at people you know, people that you don't know, and they're doing the things that you want, or perhaps their life is better than yours is, and it can sometimes leave us feeling a little bit of envy. And I've seen this happen definitely amongst women, amongst girlfriends, and it is really just a poisonous emotion. I can recall specifically a person that I knew, they were sisters actually, and one got married, and the other one was having difficulty finding a satisfying relationship. And it really just kind of sparked a little bit of, well, I'm not going to say a little bit, it sparked a lot of tension between them. The one sister was completely jealous, completely envious of the other sister, to the point where the relationship started to become strained. And when you're in that situation, you kind of don't really see what's going on. You are completely blind. That is one of the pitfalls of the human psyche, is that when you're in the middle of something, oftentimes you can't see what's actually going on. And so even sometimes people coming from the outside and telling you, hey, you need to chill on this, or there's no need to act this way. The mind, the ego will kind of just block you. So, needless to say, no matter what was being said to her, she was completely blind to her behavior, and she was becoming quite toxic towards her sister because she envied the fact that her sister was getting married and she wasn't. And so, there was a movie that was out several years ago that was about this. I think it was called Bridesmaids. My husband really loved the movie. Had a lot of potty humor and all that kind of stuff in there, but it's very common. And so we kind of see that trope or that theme where the bridesmaid is trying to be supportive of the bride, but deep down inside, she's really jealous because friend's getting married and she's not. So, saying all that to say, jealousy can be a real thing, and it can poison our relationships. And I want to offer a different perspective on all of that. And hopefully, people that hear this will find, first, a little point of resonance if this pertains to you. And then, secondly, I hope I can shift you just a little bit on this particular topic. We are all guilty of scrolling through social media or scrolling down our Instagram feeds and seeing all the people with the perfect life and the perfect bodies. And it does kind of trigger something inside of us. That's very human. Doesn't make anybody a bad person for doing that. So, here's what I would offer anyone in that particular situation. First of all, when you are feeling a little bit jealous or a little bit envious, that is the first sign that you're not living up to your full potential. That is a sign that you know on some level that you could be doing more, or that you could be showing up better in the world, or that you could be changing certain elements about your character that might put you in a position to attract the things that you want. And so I say, when you feel that little bit of, she's got it and I ain't got it, let that be your wake up call to say, you know what? There is no reason for me to be envious or jealous of what she has or what she's doing, Allow that to inspire me on to my own greatness. And the my is so important there. So when you're scrolling through your Instagram feed and you see the person with the beautiful legs and the beautiful skin, instead of being jealous, why not look at that situation and say, hey, you know what? I can do a little bit more. If I want skin like that, maybe I need to give up the potato chips. Maybe I need to give up the soda. Maybe I need to do what she's doing, because I can almost guarantee you, when you're looking through social media and you're seeing people that have great things going on about their lives, they're not just being magically blessed by some fairy with a magic wand to get those things. They're working for them. And so sometimes the envy that we feel is simply because we don't want to put in the work, or we don't know what to do or how to get there. And that is simply solvable by making a commitment to yourself that you're going to figure it out. And once you figure it out, you're going to then have the discipline to see it through. If you want great skin, that comes from a very tight skin regimen. You're not going to bed with makeup on your face. You're not going to sleep with eye makeup on or mascara on your lashes that will cause them to fall out. If you want beautiful hair, that comes with a commitment to diet, possibly supplements. That comes with a hair routine where you are washing, where you are deep conditioning. Trust me, most of those girls with that beautiful hair, they aren't on a Saturday saying, you know what, I think I'm going to skip my deep conditioner today and I'm just going to lie on the sofa and watch a little Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, those girls are committed to those things. And we can do that. We can say, you know what, I want it and I'm willing to do what it takes to get it. And so allow yourself to be inspired when you see someone with something that you want. The second thing I'll offer, and this goes back to what I was saying when I said the my was so important, is that each individual person is on their individual journey. What is for you, dear love, is for you, and what is for her is for her. I have some of the kinkiest hair on the planet. Real talk. I've said it. I know they say that we shouldn't say certain things about our hair, but that is a fact. And so there's only so much that I can do to affect that. So if I see a girl with curly locks, no matter what hair regimen I implement, I'm never going to have curly locks. That is just not for me on my journey. God has designated, I'll say, a different characteristic for me. And so you have to kind of find a little bit of peace with that. It doesn't mean that I can't have hair that looks nice. It doesn't mean that I have to walk around with hair that is just busted all the time. Again, if you want nice things, you're going to have discipline to get those. So that means I'm committed to healthy diet, or getting my hair relaxed and trimmed regularly, or I'm currently natural, so a lot of conditioning, a lot of moisture goes into maintaining my hair at this stage. But I have to accept what is for me is for me. So even though I'm saying things like put in the discipline, put in the work, you still have to come away with the proper mindset about your particular life. What is for you is for you, and curly locks may not be for you. And so I think that it's healthy to have that perspective, but within the framework or within the construct of your own life and what has been designated for you, knock the ball out of the park, right? Some people have on their journey to be a CEO. That may not be what is for you, but you could still have a great career. Some people may have in their particular journey that they are going to find true love with a man that is rich. That may not be for you on your particular journey, but you can still marry someone and have a satisfying relationship. You can still be rich. It doesn't have to come through a man. That's a commitment that you make for yourself, that you're going to do the things that it takes to get there, with a man or without a man. So, my point to all of that is this: live your own life and maximize your own potential within your construct and within your framework. Again, what is for you is for you. What is for someone else is for someone else. And your challenge is to figure out how to be the best that you can be within your own individual framework. And so, what God has given to somebody else is their business. And we bless them, and we hold the space of gratitude for them. If they got something that perhaps we have a preference for, do your best to manifest that thing in your own experience, but understand that it simply may not be for you. And you don't have to be upset about that. You don't have to be envious over it. You don't have to be jealous. You maximize what is within your particular framework or construct. And if you can just shift your perspective to understand that, I don't have to be jealous of her because she's got long hair. That's not what God gave me on my journey. Now, if I want it, I can relax, I can weave, I can do a lot of things. It may not look exactly like hers, but I can still maximize that particular thing in my own experience. There's nothing wrong with that. But we don't want to sit back and be jealous because God gave it to her and he didn't give it to me, because he gave me certain things that he didn't give to her. That is just the way this thing works. So, I hope that blesses you. I hope that if you find yourself being envious of other people, that you will step back and say, hey, what's for her is for her, and what's for me is for me. And I don't have to be envious or jealous over that. I can be inspired to incorporate certain things in my life on my quest to be my very best. And if she's got it, then we thank God that he gave it to her. And then we thank God for what he gave me. And we just keep it moving.